Something in Lexington recently caught our eye. If you have driven down Tate's Creek across from Morton Middle School in the past few months, you've probably noticed a large steel structure taking shape above the tree lines in an established Lexington neighborhood. Well, people started asking us to find out what it was, so we did. Miranda Combs has a WKYT exclusive.
On most streets, you can probably find some kind of construction.
You can see people looking out their windows, trying to see what it is.
It's behind a house that sits along Tate's Creek, across from Morton Middle School. But just because it's behind a house doesn't mean you can't see it.
I think it's just the size that gets everybody.
Lee Chapman rents the house that's getting a big steel addition.
It's a conversation starter, that's for sure.
I'm going to charge a quarter from now on, I've decided.
And a conversation is just what you'll get with the man who's building it.
While I was laying there, I said, gee, you know, I always wanted my Ferrari. And I got money sitting in the bank and no kids and no wife. I'm glad I got a haircut today, aren't I?
Yeah.
Nothing to do. I'll just buy one.
And one,
and that's how it started,
eventually turned into 38 cars.
No, we're not going to run that one.
Mostly Ferraris and Maseratis.
No, I just like Italian cars. I like Italian women.
After Mitchell Barnes sold his business and a warehouse where he kept his cars, his plans for this backyard started taking shape.
It's all something I dreamt up.
These are the plans for what is shaping into a garage for 34 of his 38 cars, with a glass house attached to the back.
Why so much for a garage?
Because I want it.
He took us to see it, not in one of his Italian cars, but
it's a Toyota, because it starts all the time. If you want to walk next door across that path, and you can see Pete Townsend's Ferrari in there.
He showed us the 5-ton doors.
They're aircraft hangar doors.
Meant to open to what he pictures as a dining hall in a castle. Marble floors and solid chestnut beams.
Once you get to the end of the garage, you have a clash of modern.
He says he'll live in the glass house right next to his cars.
Glass is 2.5 inches thick. It's missile proof.
The entire project, 4,600 square feet, is attached to this 1,500 square foot home.
Anyway, it's legal. 100%.
And that's a different style of development.
Jonathan Hollinger with Lexington Planning and Zoning says the area of Barnes's development has few restrictions in regard to what you can build.
Within that box, you can build 35 feet tall, and there's really no other restriction on the property.
This is the building permit for the garage. Hollinger says it was properly reviewed and approved by the Division of Planning.
I could put this out on a lake somewhere, but Starbucks I'd have to drive too far, you know.
He did go through all the proper channels. It was professionally designed and got his permits well before he started work.
It is unusual, he admits, for a steel structure to plant here where boards and bricks are more common.
No, I think we've gotten a few calls, mainly just asking what it is.
That's fitting. Just as his cars draw attention, so does the place he's building to house them. All by design.
When's it supposed to be done?
That's a good question.
And the neighborhood where the garage is being built has no design restrictions. Ironically, the two neighborhoods right next to that one do have design overlays, meaning there are restrictions on what can be built there.
This is so cool. We've all been talking about it. As soon as we saw it, we wanted to know what it is. But what about the guy that's the renter?
He doesn't seem overly concerned about when he'll need to move out of there. He moved in back in November. He saw pictures and thought, wow, that's really impressive what you're going to build. So he's just waiting to see, I guess.
He wants to go ahead and spend his money. He's not leaving any behind for anybody else, right?
Yeah. Nope. Keeping it to himself.
Yeah, all right. More power to him.
Thank you for that report, Miranda.